Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, September 19th. I'm not going to tell you who's in. If you're just listening, you're going to have to hear who the guest host is in a minute. But we're talking about an interest rate cut, Ford Karaoke, and AI going Hollywood. Like, signed, sealed, delivered, authentic, licensed Hollywood. But first, I need to introduce my hosts, co-host. Cue the music. Oh,
there we go. What's up?
JC, I get to go with Jordan Cox. He's always ready on a dime, everyone, just so you know, because this morning Kyle's like, I totally forgot my flight leaves at 9 Eastern.
Yeah.
So unless we can run the show early, and Jordan's like, I got this. I got my trigger pad all loaded up. What's up, JC?
What's up? How you doing, Paul?
Good.
So good to see you, be back with you. I know you've been a lot of places.
You have been too. You and Nathan were at Rohrman this week. So like the ASOTU team was in all corners of the country. What were you doing out there?
Blowing it up at Rohrman. We were doing pre-production. So Nathan and I went out to just go through and lay the groundwork for the upcoming episode that we're going to film with Rohrman Automotive. So we spent some time in Lafayette, Indiana, going through their stores, meeting people, talking with them, spending some time with Ryan, Rohrman, spending some time with Trey and the other guys. And really it's just saying, hey, we're going to partner with you on this. We're going to go through and make this the best as possible. And we really just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. And it went so well, Paul.
I'm so excited. I feel like I know these guys and I haven't met any of them yet. So this is one of those things where I'm going to feel a little starstruck when I meet them for the first time.
Yeah.
When we go in there, because I've seen so much stuff that the vlogs that you've made, and then just stuff from you and Nathan being out there. Hey, we want to say happy birthday to our friend Anita Carroll.
Oh, happy
in the
birthday.
Comments. Today is Friday because it's her birthday tomorrow. So happy Friday, Anita. Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're spending your Friday with us.
Friday Eve.
Which is actually a Thursday.
Yeah.
All right, we have a few things going on. Next week, we have our next ASOTU Edge webinar. These are the quick shot 20, 30-minute webinars where Kyle and I host them. We take questions. We make sure they're moving, basically. Don't miss the signals, how unresolved complaints turn into compliance nightmares. We're going to be just talking about current FTC enforcement landscape, how to avoid regulatory attention. Right? That's what you really want to do, is avoid the attention. And then get some best practices, take some questions, have a little fun. You can go to asotu.com and just sign up for that webinar. And if you can't make it, sign up anyway. That way you will get the recording as soon as it's done.
Get the replay.
You know what? On Monday, I'm going to be on the ground in Kansas City with our friends at VinQ.
Oh, that's cool.
At VinQ Unleashed. I've never been to Kansas City. So,
wow.
So I'm going to be to Kansas City. I'll be there
Barbecue.
Monday, Tuesday.
That's
awesome. Maybe get some barbecue. Going to be on a panel with Bob Lonham. Now, formerly Meta Bob, and Katie Mares. So it's me, Bob, and Katie going to rip it up a little bit.
That's cool.
And talk about kind of the human side of the business. But there's a lot of great people in panels there. So I'll bring you what I can from there. But I think we need to get into some news.
Let's do it.
Hey, this one has been much anticipated after a long period of hesitation due to high prices and financing costs. The Federal Reserve meeting yesterday, they cut the interest rate not by 0.25%, by 0.5%, helping to revive consumer demand for vehicles. Dealers are optimistic that this is going to spur more buyers into the market. We talked about this yesterday. Cox Automotive found 67% of dealers viewed high rates as their top issues. And Edmunds, the story we referenced yesterday, says 62% of consumers planning to buy a car within the next 12 months have delayed purchases because of high interest rates. In August, the new car loan rate was 7.1% on average, while used car loans were 11.3%. Wow. TransUnion is projecting consumer demand that it might not fully recover until 2024, late 24 or 25, as interest rates and prices stabilize. Jessica Caldwell, head of insights at Edmunds, believes that the cut may push hesitant buyers back into showrooms, especially with year-end promotions, saying, while the rate cut alone might not flood showrooms, it creates a favorable environment for buyers. So this feels like good news.
Yeah, I would say so. Anytime the Fed makes moves like this, from my perspective, they always do it in small pieces. They don't just go cut everything 1% or 1.5.
No.
They really ease into it. And I don't think that it's going to change that monthly payment a whole lot for customers, but because it's in the news, it's going to be in every consumer's mind, and they're thinking, oh, interest rates drop.
Things are getting better. Things are getting better. I can pull the trigger on a purchase. We've talked about a lot of buyers being on the sideline, and that really being a thing that can continue to feed the momentum of sales throughout the rest of this year and into next year. So this seems like a good step in that direction. But you know, just like everything, We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
It's a good start. It feels good to see something that's actually moving. Speaking of things that are moving,
there you go.
let's talk about karaoke singers. Ford is adding a new karaoke feature to some of its vehicles, enhancing road trip entertainment and perhaps entertainment on one side, or if you're the listening party, it might enhance your ire. A software update for the 2024 F-150 Lightning will introduce the Stingray karaoke app, allowing passengers to sing along during drives. It'd be cool if a little microphone pops out of the glove box, little lights on it. The app uses sensors to detect if a passenger is present, allowing them to control the experience via a QR code on their smartphone. How cool. Initially available in the F-150 Lightning, it's going to expand to the Mustang Mach-E, and then select gas-powered Ford and Lincoln vehicles. They're going to get this feature last. The touchscreen will show the lyrics only when the vehicle is parked. Boo.
Yeah.
Promoting safe driving apps.
Nobody
They should
wants to
still
do
put it
that.
on the back screens. The Stingray app, like, who's going to park their car and sing? The Stingray app offers a wide variety of songs and lyrics in 38 languages. Here's Chet Durna, Ford's Connect and Engage GM. He said, our goal at Ford is to continue to improve the ownership experience for customers by delivering experiences like Stingray karaoke that ultimately bring joy.
The first thing I thought of was James Corden when he used to do carpool karaoke.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. Now everybody can do it.
I feel like if Elena Ciccatelli is listening to this, or she comes across this and we need to tag her in the post when we put it out, we're going to call you out. We need to get in one of these vehicles. This is the ASOTU crew and you, and we need to test out this carpool karaoke feature
on the way to Starbucks.
Yeah. And I don't know who's going to get to pick the songs, but you know, I wonder if they have Fly Eagles Fly.
They'd have to, you
know,
we
know the words.
They have to have all the good ones.
Were you like a karaoke family? I know there's a lot of music in your family because of what your dad does and all that. Did you guys?
We never did karaoke ever, Paul. And when I was, when was the first time I did it? So when I was working at Gates Automotive in my 20 group, our favorite thing is we would find the karaoke place to go to in that city, and we would just go watch it. Some people would get up and sing. I never got up and sang one, but it was just cool to be a part of that. So technically, I've never participated in public karaoke.
Okay, well, maybe.
Although I do sing karaoke in the shower every day. Does that count?
I don't think that's karaoke. There's no lyrics. There's no audience, hopefully.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I know. But I think this is a great move by Ford, especially the EV models, right? Tesla has all these entertainment features in his car and a lot of fanfare. It kind of set the tone there. So Ford coming up with something new and something cool is pretty awesome. Now, the question is, like, you know how the Teslas, you can broadcast things outside the car?
Yeah.
Imagine broadcasting karaoke outside the vehicle.
That's right.
That's a good way to get in trouble. Speaking of good ways to get in trouble.
Segue.
I'm going to continue the entertainment thread right now. Lionsgate, the studio behind, John Wick, Hunger Games, they've signed a deal with AI startup Runway to develop a custom video generation model, tapping into its vast library of films and shows. The partnership is looking to help filmmakers enhance their production processes through AI technology. Basically, these models will help filmmakers in pre and post-production using Lionsgate's existing content to develop tools for creative augmentation. Their vice chair, Michael Burns, highlighted the deal was a way to create, he says, quote, capital efficient content creation opportunities, with some filmmakers already showing interest. Their CEO, Cristobal Valenzuela, emphasized the model's role in providing new methods for filmmakers to bring all the stories to life. And so this is coming amidst a lot of ongoing debates about AI's impact on jobs, particularly after last year's SAG-AFTRA strike, the writer strike, which raised concern about AI replicas of performers and writers. So
if they're going to do this, they better put ChatGPT in the credits of the movie, in the series itself, right?
That's really funny. They probably would. Well, if you haven't seen Runway, we follow this. Nathan and I follow this quite a bit on LinkedIn. The guy's name is Rory Flynn, and he does all this stuff where he'll take an image that's generated from AI in like Daly, or now you can upload an image, and then you can put this image into motion into different scenes, scenarios, product shots, variations of a scene. Like I just saw an ad for like Red Wing shoes or something where their boots walking through water. It would just started with a picture, and then this boot is walking through like a riverbed that looks very good. And then they change all the seasons, do it in fall, spring, right? And you think of what that would actually take to shoot, plan out, shoot. And it's staggering how fast you can generate this type of stuff. And now with this licensing partnership, you actually have real movie content, a vast library used to train these things. Without a doubt, man, things are changing in the content world fast.
Oh, for sure. One of the cool things I saw that someone was doing was the storyboarding process. So a lot of times when someone's
Yes.
creating something that's scripted, even if it's unscripted, a lot of times they create a storyboard.
Yeah.
And that's just like a scene with either camera movement or the characters with the blocking or just the shot composition.
Mhm.
And they've been using images that are generated by AI to do that.
Yeah.
And this is just taking it the next step.
It is. And I think this tech, the fact that we have such early adoption from major players, obviously you can save a fortune by doing it. And that's always what technology does. It makes the market more efficient, makes tools available to more people. This is going to make its way into the auto industry very quickly. Already is. If you know how to use these tools, you can already do it.
Yeah, you're ahead.
You can already do it. So, but I'm just saying we're going to see more and more automotive tech companies, especially the ones that do photos and videos and display ads and all these things. They're going to integrate this tech first. And the ones who do it first are going to be vast winners because they're going to be able to pump out a massive amount of high-end content or things that look really sharp with very little effort and at a pretty reasonable or low cost. So
Sure.
we're going to see that in the next 12 months.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe not by this NADA. Maybe somebody will get something in there, but by NADA 2026, I think this is going to be commonplace in the auto industry, which means once it's commonplace, it levels the playing field. That kind of goes back to the fact that the way you care about people, the way you do things, your brand, your people, that's what makes the difference. Thanks so much for joining us, JC. Thanks for stepping in. It's always good to be with you.
Thanks for having me.
All right, everybody, go out there. It's Thursday. Go get it. Except for Anita. It's her Friday.